Hello today and welcome back. So glad you've all tuned in on this World Cup weekend. And I'm here with a story. So I'm glad you chose to tune in with all the football festivities. So this is going to be a very interesting one today as England has, of course, bagged a 3-0 win against Senegal. This is a story where Prince Harry is shutting down a recent report that accused him of telling a friend, quote, "Those Brits need to learn a lesson." So, we all know how much the Duke of Sussex loves his country, England. So, let's get into this article. So, the story says this. The global press secretary for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex told HuffPost that, quote, "This is a baseless hit piece masquerading as journalism," end quote. The spokesperson went on to say on Sunday, quote, "The story is riddled with inaccuracies, not least of which is a quote erroneously attributed to Prince Harry," end quote. She added this, quote, "To accuse a man who spent 10 years serving his country of wanting to teach that same country a lesson is not only an attempted distraction, but an unfortunate and predictable tabloid strategy. To pit him against his country is shameful and manipulative, especially when Prince Harry has never spoken ill of the British public," end quote. So this story that the Duke of Sussex is pushing back on was published in The Sun, and this is the title of their article. It says, quote, "Off air, Prince Harry insisted, quote, those Brits need a lesson ahead of Oprah interview, saying royals would find the chat, quote, shocking." So that's why he is hitting out against this hit piece, as he said, and it's a hit piece masquerading as journalism. So The Sun did not immediately respond to a HuffPost request for further comment. The story and response come on the heels of Prince William and Kate's recent 3-day tour of Boston, where they were there for the Earthshot Prize Awards. So this article goes on to talk about the teaser trailer for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's 6-part series with the streaming giant Netflix. So as we all know, the trailer dropped a couple of days ago and it was trending. It was just so amazing. So many of you watched it, and I also did a trailer reaction to it here on YouTube, and also I did a quick review of some of the standouts in the teaser as well. So it's noteworthy as well that when in the teaser a voice asks Prince Harry, "Why do you want to make this documentary?" he said that no one sees what happens behind closed doors, and he says, "I had to do everything I could to protect my family." So it's interesting that we have this story that the Duke of Sussex has called baseless, that was trying to pit him against his country. And this is not the first time that he has had to speak out against some kind of publication, mostly tabloid, that has tried to do something similar. As we all know, Prince Harry accepted an apology and damages from Associated Newspapers, the publishers of the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online, over 2 articles that they published in October 2020. And the Mail on Sunday had claimed that the Duke of Sussex had, quote, turned his back on the British Armed Forces after stepping away from frontline royal duties in March 2020. And that hurt him so much, the Duke of Sussex, that he chose to take the legal route to clear his name. And the articles in question, they centered around Prince Harry's relationship with senior members of the British military. And it was written under the headlines, quote, "Top General accuses Harry of turning his back on the Marines," end quote. "Top General accuses Prince Harry of turning his back on the Royal Marines after stepping down from ceremonial role as part of Megxit deal," end quote. And so this has been, I think, a strategy that we've seen employed time and time again, especially against the Duke of Sussex. And I think a lot of us can agree that he has a special place in the hearts of people in the UK. You know, he's just someone who a lot of people love. He has a great rapport with people. He doesn't have airs about him, despite the fact that of course, he is born a prince. There's just been something so very real about Prince Harry, and I think he has that from his mom, where all the trappings of royalty did not strip him of that essential part of him that was, so warm and loving and something that people could feel connected to. And we've seen that in all of his journey, in the flaws and the ups and the downs, in him serving in his 10 years in the military in the UK. And we've seen a lot of people talk about how they would just love, say, to grab a drink with Prince Harry. He just has that personability about him. So I think this is a strategy to, knock him down a peg or two or more. I mean, they've been on this, so I think it's not been taking. So, just try again. And a spokesperson for Harry said in a statement, quote, "Today the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online publicly admitted in open court that they pushed a completely false and defamatory story, and they've apologized for questioning the Duke of Sussex's commitment to the Royal Marines and British Armed Forces. The truth is that the Duke's commitment to the military community is unquestionable," end quote. So they had to basically give him substantial damages for what they had done. And this is just, I think, another part. They tried that did not work because, of course, no one would corroborate the fact that anyone had said any such thing about him. He has been on, his 110% for the military community in so many ways. They've just tried another method. And we've seen this as well. He has spoken up time and time again about how some of these tabloids, they don't take into account the human cost of some of these stories that they just, print out there. Of course, we could speculate as to why they would want, especially the Duke of Sussex, to lose appeal in his own home country. We could speculate on and on. But the fact of the matter is that he has spoken out through his spokeswoman and just say that, it's baseless. It shows that he is willing to fight for his name. And not only that, fight for that connection he has with his home country. And you know what? I'm so proud of him for taking on the press. He has been on this. And we all know that it was announced a short while ago that he and a couple of other high-profile people were also going to take the legal challenge once again to a couple of tabloid outlets. And they, in their claim, had said that they had done quite a couple of unethical things to obtain stories, just a whole litany of things that make people wonder about, the whole moral standard behind journalism. And yeah, I think he is so bold to do this. So let me know your thoughts on this. I think once again that if they want to continue on this way, Prince Harry, he has been on the front line. He is just brave, a heart of a true soldier. And if they want to continue to take it a step further, he is willing to fight for his country. Prince Harry loves the UK, and he is going to continue to fight for, a press that has ethics and morals, and he has taken on the tabloids. It's a very huge step for someone in his position. He knows the power that they wield. He spoke about it a bit on his Oprah interview, and he is not going to allow his country to view him in any kind of way that he himself has never represented. He said it time and time again that he loves his country. He's always spoken up for how much he loves, the people of his own home country. He loves them, and he's never spoken up against them. He speaks out about the tabloid culture, and it does famously make us recall the fact that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex directly told the editors of the British tabloid newspapers that they would never again deal with their outlets. In that unprecedented direct move from them, that was seen as a, quote, direct attack on a large part of the media, that of course is the tabloid media. They sent a letter to them, that was the Sun, Daily Mail, Mirror, and Express, saying that they would not respond to any inquiries from their journalists working for those outlets, and they would have a policy of, quote, zero engagement, except when necessary through the couple's lawyers. So that was a strongly worded letter. A lot of people at that time said that it was a huge step for them, and that they would have to, prepare for the backlash. So, there are a lot of layers to this, but I think at the end of the day, just follow the money, try and look for the why. Why would they want to turn the British public against Prince Harry? We know there are a couple of events coming up next year, the coronation. People have been longing for them just to, be sidelined and not seen as important in the UK. It hasn't been taking because people just love Harry and they've seen him over the years, and he has said it time and time again. He is taking the fight to the tabloids, not to the British people. So I would like to encourage anyone who is listening to me who is from the UK, you've got to know that these outlets, especially these tabloid outlets, have their own agenda. They know that the Sussexes will not deal with them. So why would you just absorb everything that they are saying to you about them? How did they get those sources to begin with? If anyone was a true friend of Prince Harry, especially knowing that he himself has said he will have no engagement, quote, zero engagement with them, why would they even dare give a quote to them? Yeah. So of course you have to scrutinize these so-called sources, so-called stories, because as you've seen, they saw it as an attack on them when the Sussexes in that unprecedented move said that they would not be dealing with them at all. There is definitely that angle there, and who knows how many others. But of course, you can't just take them at their word. So let's see how far the Duke of Sussex will take this. For now, it's a strongly worded statement, but I want to know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. So now, thank you all for watching. And before we log off, as always, a special thank you to those who support this channel financially. It does mean so much. And I would love to give a couple of shout outs right now to a few of you here who support this channel on YouTube. I would like to first start off with thanking you. Thank you to Lala for your giving to this channel. You do indeed put a smile on my face. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to Rock Yupi as well for your giving. You warm my heart. Thank you so very much for choosing to come along with me on this journey. Thank you right now to you, Leolat Brown. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you so very much. And now a couple of thank yous to some newer supporters here on this channel. Thank you to a couple of new members here on this channel. Thank you and a huge welcome to Georgia Walker. Thank you for choosing to join as a channel member. I appreciate your financial support. Thank you. And thank you to Sylvia Ward as well. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. And I would like to say welcome to the memberships here on YouTube. Thank you so much to you, Georgia and Sylvia. And a special thank you to those who gave during the last live. I would like to give a special thank you to Daniel Medical, who as well is a channel supporter. Thank you so much for giving. I appreciate you. Thank you for your kind heart and your generosity, Daniel. God bless you. Thank you so much. Once again, leave your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I love you all and have a great day wherever you are. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.